Mere moments after the new Sith Lord Darth Vader broke free from the metal table where he was put into his new suit which would keep him alive, though cause agonizing pain, he and Darth Sidious stood watching a ceremony of sorts taking place before them. Jedi lightsabers, the ones who wielded them no doubt dead after Order 66, being dumped into a furnace and set ablaze. Nearly countless Jedi lives have been lost, and for the new galactic empire, this was a cause for celebration. "Do you know why our blades are red, Lord Vader?" Sidious said as he watched, no doubt in amusement. "A red saber is no different than any other, except it has been made to bleed. As you know, the Kybers are alive in their way. Like any living thing, they can feel pain." Vader listened intently. "Through the dark side you must pour your pain into the crystal, and when at last the agony becomes more than it can stand, a beautiful crimson, the color of your rage." Vader looks on as the flames erupt into a scorching heat. "You could have given me any one of those lightsabers to corrupt, but you did not. The saber of a Sith is not given, it is taken." Vader is dropped off on a mid-rim planet by his master to begin his search for a new weapon to bleed, to pour his rage into, thus creating the perfect weapon worthy of a Sith Lord. He gazes across the planet's surface through the lenses of his helmet, his new eyes, takes in his surroundings, and sets off into the unknown. Vader begins his journey by coming across some unfortunate souls and taking their ship for his own, which he uses to travel to a mid-rim Jedi outpost designated Brightholm. Of course, no Jedi are there. He uses the archives within the outpost to search for a backup of the primary records that were kept at the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, searching for any Jedi who took a vow prior to the Purge, which Vader refers to as the Barash vow. In his own words, any Jedi pursuing Barash has sworn to refrain from activities related to the Order, complete disengagement from anything but the Force. It is a type of penance. A Barash taker would have felt the Purge, however they would not have allowed themselves to take action. In Vader's mind, if he can find a person such as this, then he would have someone he could defeat, only to claim their lightsaber and bleed it, making it his own. Finally, a candidate is discovered, Karak Infilla. Vader arrives on the river moon of Aldolim to hunt his target, but it seems that Vader's target has found him. Standing high above on the edge of a cliff, the old man with long white hair and beard to match looks down at Vader. "Not long ago through the Force, I felt the death of almost every Jedi. That darkness resonates with you. Did you do it? Did you kill them?" Vader gives a simple yes. "Are you here to kill me?" Again, simply yes. Karak Infilla proclaims that his Barash is complete, having taken the vow as a result of his transgressions until his path became clear, and now he intends to avenge his Jedi brothers and sisters. The two engage in battle, and the Jedi manages to actually get the better of his opponent, giving their battle his all. Vader is thrown off of the mountain and sent plummeting to the cliffs below. However, this is an extremely determined Vader. Vader gets up, even having to replace his broken cybernetic leg with that of one from a nearby droid. He begins his journey again, but this time things will go very differently. The old Jedi is shocked when he sees the dark, haunting form of the man he thought to be dead. The battle ensues once again. Vader is relentless. He summons his power, summons the Force to destroy the dam of the River Moon, while the Jedi attempts to stop him but to no avail, as he pleads for Vader to spare the lives of those below. However, as the Jedi is distracted, Vader takes the old man's lightsaber, lifts him up into the air without laying a finger on him, and only a moment later, he is gone, along with the drowned city. Mustafar, the site of his greatest defeat, where now he will rise. Vader stands inside of a cave underneath the planet's surface, a powerful point for the dark side of the Force. He stands, disassembling his newly acquired lightsaber, and removes the green Kyber crystal from inside. He reaches out with the Force. He is suddenly hurled back. "What have I done?" he asks himself. Then the visions begin. He is at the Imperial Palace on Coruscant, standing before his master, when he ignites a green blade before Sidious lunges towards him and the two engage in a war. In the end, though, Vader is victorious, having made his choice. A lush green planet. Obi-Wan is sitting on a mound of grass when he sees the black-clad Vader standing behind him. Obi-Wan ignites his blue lightsaber, but looks on as the deep bass-like voice of Vader says his name, before removing his helmet and kneeling down before his former friend. "Please," Anakin simply says quietly. Vader awakens, back on Mustafar. "No," he says as he makes his way back to the crystal. "I refuse." He takes it in his hand. This is all there is. There are sparks of lightning. Even the lava on the fiery planet begins to erupt as it can feel the anger, the rage coming from the being currently there. Vader envisions everyone. He sees Anakin carrying the body of his dead mother, sees the face of Padme, then the hideous face of his master. Obi-Wan standing on the black shore of Mustafar before he leaves Anakin for dead. Vader screams, and finally, it's done. Back on Coruscant, Vader enters Sidious's chamber, stands before him, and ignites his new red blade, a beautiful crimson. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's probably been a little bit longer than our previous one, so if you stuck around throughout it, it is much appreciated. May the Force be with you all, and I will see you very soon.